Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuhu. I am Zulfa Ibrahim Abdulrahman, Bais 2A, reporter from Group 3.
The title of my report is 3.5 Domain Psychomotor Skills. Psychomotor skills. In the early 70s, E. Simpson, Dave, A.S. Harrow recommended categories for the psychomotor domain, which included physical coordination, movement, and use of the motor skills body parts. So Simpson contributed 7 categories, Dave 5, and Harrow 6 categories. So there are 7 categories. So the number 1 is perception or awareness, the ability to use sensory cues to guide motor activity that ranges from sensory stimulation throughout selection to transition. It means perception or awareness can occur through any of the sense, vision, audition, olfaction, and taste. It can also refer to the state of awareness or the act of becoming aware. For example, detects non-verbal communication cues, estimate where a ball will land after it is thrown, and then moving to this correct location to catch the ball. So the number 2 categories is set or readiness to act. It includes mental, physical, and emotional sets. So these 3 sets are disposition predetermine a person's response to different situations, sometimes called mindset. So for example, knows and acts upon a sequence of steps in manufacturing process or recognize one's abilities and limitations, shows desire to learn a new process or motivation. Note, this subdivision of psychomotors is closely related with the responding to phenomena subdivision of the affective domain. So the number 3 is guided response, the early stages in learning a complex skills that includes limitation and performance is achieved by practicing. So guided response is concerned with the early stages in learning complex skills. It includes imitation, repeating an act demonstrated by the instructor, and trial and error, using a multiple response approaches to identify an appropriate response. For example, performs a mathematical equation as demonstrated, follows instruction to build a model, responds hand signal of instructor while learning to operate a forklift. The number 4 category is mechanism or basic proficiency. So this is the intermediate stage in learning a complex skills. Learned responses become habitual and the movement can be performed with some confidence and proficiency. It means that you have a common knowledge or an understanding of the basic techniques or concept associated with this competency. For example, use a personal computer, repair loading faucet, or drive a car. So the number 5 is complex overt response or expert. So the skillful performance of motor acts that involve complex movement patterns. Proficiency is indicated by a quick, accurate, and highly coordinated performance requiring a minimum of energy. So it involves expert-level psychomotor skills and means that one is able to consistently perform a task and accurately predict the outcome. For example, maneuvers a car into a tight parallel parking spot or operates a computer quickly and accurately, displays competency while playing the piano. So the number 6 is adaptation. Skills are well developed and the individual can modify movement patterns to fit special requirements. For example, responds effectively to unexpected experiences, modify instruction to meet the needs of the learners, perform tasks with a machine that it was not originally intended to do. So the last one is origination, creating a new movement patterns to fit a particular situation or specific problem. Learning outcomes emphasize creativity based upon highly developed skills. It means origination is creating a new movement with or without equipment. For example, construct a new theory, develops a new and comprehensive training programming, or creates a new gymnastic routine. That's all and shukran for listening.